Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Please like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. When Sarah invited me to her office's annual party, I hesitated. Her world was polished and glamorous, high-end marketing, designer suits, and conversations filled with corporate jargon. I was the opposite, construction manager, hands calloused, clothes often smudged with dust, boots far heavier than the champagne glass I'd be handed. Still, she insisted. "You're my husband. You should come," she said. I agreed, thinking it would be a nice gesture. A way to meet the people she spent so much time with. I even bought a new suit, got a haircut, and practiced my smile in the mirror. I had no idea that night would expose a side of Sarah I'd never seen before. The party took place at a downtown luxury hotel, chandeliers glittering overhead, soft jazz playing, and food that looked more like sculptures than meals. Sarah looked breathtaking in a silver dress, confident and radiant, naturally drawing people toward her. As soon as we arrived, her colleagues surrounded her, praising her outfit, congratulating her on a recent project. I stood beside her, smiling, shaking hands, doing my best to blend in. Everything seemed fine until her boss, Greg, a tall, smooth-talking man, came over, draping his arm around her shoulder. "Ah, the famous husband," he said. The man behind Sarah's late-night excuses. Laughter rippled through the group. I forced a polite smile. Sarah laughed too, a little too loudly. "Oh, Greg, don't embarrass him," she said, playful but sharp. "He's not used to fancy events. Usually he's in boots, covered in dust from construction sites." The laughter grew, some awkward, some openly amused. My smile stiffened. The comments stung, not because of their content but the way Sarah said them. Her tone, her smirk, the subtle way she distanced herself. When Greg added, "Well, he must be handy around the house," Sarah replied. "Only if you don't mind crooked shelves." The laughter boomed again, hers loudest of all. I gripped my drink, trying to hide my growing humiliation. Then she leaned toward Greg and said, "He's sweet but ambitious?" "Not exactly." Something inside me broke. I didn't yell or cause a scene. I simply smiled, excused myself, and walked out quietly, not even glancing back. Sarah didn't notice my absence for nearly an hour. When she finally called, her voice slurred with laughter, teasing, "Left early, couldn't handle the wine, huh?" I said nothing and hung up, choosing the guest room for the night. The next morning, she appeared in the kitchen, groggy and hungover, confusion in her eyes. I was calmly drinking coffee, scrolling on my laptop. "Morning," I said flatly. "Rough night," she muttered. "Yeah, sorry if I said anything stupid." "Everyone was just joking," she added weakly. I turned the screen toward her. A short video from the party was circulating on social media. Her laughing at me, mocking my job, Greg fueling the jokes. Her face drained of color. "Who posted this?" she whispered. I shrugged. "Does it matter? You wanted to look sophisticated, right?" By noon, her phone was buzzing nonstop. The clip had reached HR. Greg was under scrutiny, and she was called in for a discussion about professionalism. That evening, she came home shaken and silent. "They said it reflected badly on the company," she murmured. "Greg might be demoted. They want me to issue a public apology." I nodded quietly. "Then you should. People need to see consequences for mocking others." The next day, she posted an apology online, admitting her disrespect and taking responsibility. Thousands commented, some critical, others admiring her honesty. But behind the apology, she knew the damage was real. Her professional image shaken, our marriage strained. I didn't retaliate, I simply remained distant. Weeks passed as she tried to earn back my trust. In that time, I realized something essential. Respect isn't proven through words, but through actions, especially when the world is watching. Sarah had chosen laughter over loyalty. She regretted it, but the mark remained. Life had delivered its own lesson. She had humiliated me in front of her peers. By morning, she experienced the taste of her own mockery.